Hello and welcome to another unboxing video. This time around I'm doing something a bit different. I was going to go through and unbox each one of these films individually in their own separate video, but I decided, hey, let's shake things up. Instead of doing individual unboxings for them all, let's do one collective unboxing for a Dollar Tree movie haul. You heard me right, every film here picked up at my local Dollar Tree for $1.07. Let's go ahead first and take a look at the films. Here we have Dollface, which admittedly I have zero interest in seeing, but I do know it's a relatively recent release. The back of the case tells me 2021, even though it is one of these cheap Echo Bridge releases. You know, it'll have some value on the resale market, if nothing else. Day of the Living Dead, pretty much same story. Not too much interest in it, although after picking it up, I did notice Stephen Jeffries is in it, so that'll at least elicit a chuckle from me. Yeah, so whatever. The Sneakover, the one film here that I have seen, and while it's definitely not great, there was a scene or two that had some merit to it, so I'll probably pay it a revisit, realize it is ultimately crap, and sell it. But again, a 2021 release, again, at the Dollar Tree, so of course I'm going to buy it. They had a bajillion copies. If anyone is looking for a copy of The Sneakover, head to your local Dollar Tree, and they likely have a Blu-ray copy. Arizona with Danny McBride. I believe I've started this film before. The description on the back of the case sounds extremely familiar, but I don't think I finished it, and I can't swear I even started it, but it's a relatively recent release. You get a 2017, 2018 on the back of the case, so somewhere in there. And it's a dark comedy with a couple people, you know, McBride and Wilson, that I don't hate. So I figured, go ahead and pick it up. It's $1. Valentine the Dark Avenger, another film I have owned before. It's in Indonesian, I believe. That's the language that's listed. Suffice to say, it's some foreign superhero movie, and I do enjoy them. I enjoyed that Russian one, Ringel or some crap. It wasn't bad. So I figured, let's give this one another shot. I've owned it before, something about it, I was like, screw it, and got rid of it. Dollar Tree, let's give it another shot. Monster Party from 2018. So all of these somewhat recent releases. Camera doesn't want to autofocus, but it does say 2018. I saw a trailer for this movie on another recent release. It looked kind of lame, but again, Dollar Tree. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And Roadside, I believe the oldest, 2014 of these pickups, but a cheesy horror film, $1. I'll give it a shot. Let's go ahead and get a few of these popped open. I'm going to start out with the Valentine Dark Avenger, simply because it was on top of the pile. As I said before, I have owned this, but I believe I picked it up used, and obviously I sold it back onto the used market. And we can see there is actually, a new image on the disc, so kudos to them for that, putting a bit of originality and thought into the layout. The cases kind of cheap, but it is full plastic all the way around, and there is an image inside the case. So the packaging and presentation of Valentine, not too bad. It is put a Shout release. Yeah, Shout put it out. So yeah, whatever. Let's move on to Arizona now. Another film I believe I have possibly owned and possibly watched a little bit of. I don't believe any of these films contain a digital copy, so anyone watching for a free copy, hey, take it up with the film distributors, because I can't really do anything about that. But there you go, Arizona, just same generic cover image, but a solid case. Jury's out on the quality of the film. Sneakover, I'm not going to open each one of these cheap Echo Bridge releases, because they're always just identical to the cheap covers with the knockoff fonts. So as you can see, I'm sure you can imagine what these two look like. It's going to look exactly like that. So Really no need to unbox all three. They are, from what I can feel, all solid cases. So if nothing else, if you need a nice, clean, fresh, solid 2-disc case to replace some actual good film, hey, maybe that'll be a cheaper option than whatever other method you might have. Moving on to Monster Party on DVD, with the old chick from The Craft in it. The only thing of merit about the movie, except for also possibly seeing it as a trailer in front of some other crappy modern movie. Again, a nice, solid case and a pretty boring disc, so I don't even think I really need to open Roadside, but I've made it this far. Let's go ahead. Let's cap it off with a grand finality of disappointment. An absolute must-see, says some website no one's ever heard of. Hey, maybe they're not lying there. Movie Web, they seem disc. The disc is actually the back cover image, not the cover image. So, whoa, going crazy there, and it appears. Yeah, none of the other movies advertised inside of the case are any good. Granted, I've never attempted Camp Dread, but it's got Danielle Harris and Eric Roberts in it. I've never attempted Phobia, but I mean, just look at that thing. I've never even heard of Madison County or Shiver. But the top row, all shit. But there you have it. There are the recent Dollar Tree pickups. Roadside, Monster Party, Dollface, Day of the Living Dead, The Sneakover, Arizona, some errant loose plastic, and Valentine, the Dark Avenger. All of these Dollar Tree finds, $1, you get a movie, and hey, you get a nice solid clean case on each one as well. There you have it. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, do all that good shit. I'll be back when I find some more stuff worth unboxing.